from the usual, these people, masters, there are so many masters here in this country. And their talk, all religions lead to the same goal. Jesus also said the same thing. We all said the same thing.
So here's
so that you can have Christian devotees also.
Yeah. So you see, I'll tell you something. My antidote to this, clarifying, clarifying the one side from the other. Very important. Dharma from adharma, prasad from poison. I mean, these are all mithya and they are all made of matter and they are all that, but they are not the same. You do not mix up prasad and poison. And, so these ideas have to be separated. So what is the acid, the litmus test? What is the litmus test for true Advait? The litmus test is that the person must explicitly give up the history-centric claim. This is my statement. When a lot of Western friends, I lived in the United States for 40 years, and I've churned and churned with these people. And a lot of people come to me and say, I've been searching and I've been studying and I'm into the Gita and I'm doing all these things, What will I do to make you happy? They tell me that. I want 20 years yoga, you're still not satisfied. What am I supposed to do? So I tell them that I want you to negate the history-centrism. Once you negate the history-centrism, then that which gives you the exclusivity claim is gone. Then that's the first, to me, that's the first step, is you must disown the history-centrism, because that history-centrism is a prison, is the worst kind of nam-roop that you are stuck in. And you must give that up, because it has a terrible bloody history also, of bloodshed, whatnot. So you should give up that history-centrism, and you see, such a person has burnt his bridges from the church. He'll never be able to go back. If he says, I reject the history-centrism claims, which means I reject the Nicene Creed. Yeah? I accept Jesus is a wise guy, great rishi and all those things I accept. But the history-centrism, I don't. To me, that is why the most important point of this book is.
But for them, history is central.
Yes.
We had a seminar in Germany in a seminary, and then there was one person who is in charge. He's a theological doctor, who is a PhD. And this gentleman was in charge of the whole thing. Then we were discussed about reality. The being, the reality of being. That's the topic. Then they gave me them. I was invited for this, and then they gave me a lot of time. So I was discussing, and this man was sitting there and listening to me all the sessions, and he was always laughing, and then he was nodding and all that. At the end, I thought he would say some good words, and I requested him to say a few words. Then he said, Swami said everything was very interesting, was very, very good, but there is history.
That's the DNA. That's the tiger's DNA. The history-centrism is the tiger's DNA.
There is history, he said, there is history.
Yes. That
history is
non-negotiable. That history is non-negotiable.
Yeah.